1. There it is.
Woo! What up, ladies and gents? Wait, is today Thursday?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Moly, it is. It is SHIT, ladies and gents. So happy it's Thursday.
So happy it's Thursday.
With some San Diego locos, so here we go.
Shut up and sit down.
The Business Bros Podcast was created for you. Learn from the business professionals who come to share their stories. Find out what's working in business, on social media, what's hot and what's not, straight from the mouths of successful entrepreneurs out there doing the real work. And now, welcome to another episode of
Business Bros.
Yeah, the sweet sound of the beginning part of the Business Bros podcast. And even though it's a little difficult for you guys to see, James is going to drop some fire.
Oh, yes, burning in the background there. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful So Happy It's Thursday right here in San Diego. And here on the Business Bros pod, it is just heating up. Our guests today, I wrote this for one person, but our guest today, you know what? I'm going to talk about the one that actually signed up because that's what it's all written for. So our guest today is not your typical real estate agent. Can she help you buy or sell a home? Of course she can, but that's not what makes her special or great. Our guest today comes from a place of service in a way very few real estate agents do. Years ago, our guest found herself in a terrible position. She was struck with a debilitating illness and had no choice but to sell her home and squeeze every penny that she could from it in order to keep herself financially afloat as she recovered. Once she was healthy again, she knew that she wanted to be in the business of helping others solve their housing problems. If your home is causing you stress, our guest wants you to know that you have options, and she genuinely wants to help you. So joining us today from Relief Realty, a family company, give a very warm welcome to Deborah, Tamara, and Wes.
All right, the live studio audience is happy to see you guys. Welcome to the show.
All right. Hi.
All right, let's just get to it. All right, let's go around the horn here and let's dive into this. Deborah, I want you to tell me a little bit about who you got around you and what this team is comprised of.
Okay, I'm Deborah See. This is my sister, Tamara McAnally. Hi. And then you have Wes there in the other screen, Wes McAnally. Wes is my nephew. Of course, I said Tamara's my sister. Tamara is Wes's mom. We all work together in real estate, which is absolutely wonderful. We have a great time. Wes and I have been together for, Wes, it's been about 6 years now?
Yeah, I think about 6.
About 6 years?
Yeah, almost 6.
Yeah. Wes and I have been together about 5 or 6 years now. Tamara just recently joined forces with us to take on some of our real estate leads. We've just gotten too busy. She needs to take on some buyers from us and things. And we're just having a really good time. We flip houses. We buy and sell real estate with traditional buyers and sellers. We do all kinds of stuff. We're having a great time.
All right, well, everybody, welcome to the show. I want to get a little bit into what's going on here in the San Diego market. It's not always that I get a San Diego agent or a San Diego flipping team here on the show anymore. Now we've been doing a lot more stuff across the country, which is super cool. But now we get to talk about this home nitty-gritty stuff. What are you guys seeing market-wise? You're in the flip game. I used to be in the flip game for a while, and then I pulled out. I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't want to get caught with my pants down. It makes me super nervous that, we're past that 10-year cycle for flipping homes. What do you guys like? Why do you continue to do it? How's it working? How's the market for you? I know there's a lot of questions, but here we go.
Well, we're being cautious. We're being very cautious. The market's crazy right now. I mean, it's complete nonsense. I just put something new on the market last night, and I think we've had 30 showings today alone.
It's like you can't even put something active. It gets sold and coming soon, or even before that.
It's just complete craziness. I mean, people are falling over each other.
100%. I put a home in the market. We went in escrow within like a week or two. It was super quick, right? Multiple offers, and then the buyer couldn't perform. We got out of escrow, put it on the market. 2 days later, we're back in escrow. It's hot like that. And I got 2 more listings coming up in the next few weeks here. And when I talk to sellers, I'm telling them the same thing. I'm like, look, right now right now is the time to take advantage of it. Right now is the time that you need to make your way out. So, what are you seeing when it comes, because you're working on some fixers, right? So I got a property coming up very soon that is not in the tip top shape condition, and it's going to either need some work or somebody to come in as an investor. What are you guys doing when you have realtors who have properties like that?
Well, we would like to buy them as is. It really depends on the situation. With the market as crazy it is right now, it's an opportunity. I mean, people are buying them. Traditional homeowners are buying them. We're finding it's a little more difficult to buy fixers right now because owner occupants are buying them. They're falling over themselves to buy anything right now because the inventory is really tough. So we're working hard. You just put the question of what are we doing for fixer-uppers right now? I think we're going to have to ask Wes. Wes is our primary fixer-upper finder. So what are you doing for finding fixer-uppers right now, Wes?
Probably just mainly creating relationships with real estate agents. We're doing mailers, sending those out to homeowners. But, our primary source of fixers right now is probably real estate agents. We're doing mailers, we're doing email, we're doing text. Not so much on the MLS, just because people are just bidding those things up so high to where they don't make sense for someone actually looking to make money. I don't know what people are doing paying these crazy prices for those properties, but we're getting most of our stuff off market right now from agents with pocket listings or direct from seller.
How much time are you spending on the prospecting space? Depending on the brokerage you go to, they're going to have different prospecting strategies. Woo, Debbie's the best. Woohoo, go girl. Everybody has different prospecting strategies. What is your guys' strategy? What are you doing to drum up new business? Because I know, COVID hit and a lot of things changed. The way we can't have open houses the way we used to. So generating client leads that way is almost out the window. We had to almost revamp the way we do our prospecting if you're 100% in the real estate space. What are you guys doing to generate leads and stay on top of your game?
I think when COVID hit, it kind of opened up a lot of business for us just because the buyers that were in escrow, I think they got scared and we were a little more confident. So we went in and backup offer on all these properties. And last month, would we close 13 escrows? Yeah, we've already closed like 5 this month. So, it's weird. We're actually busier than we've ever been. And
I was just counting. We have 17 under rehab, 17 houses under rehab right now.
Damn! That deserved a second one for sure.
Well, so COVID hit, a lot of investors stopped buying, and we definitely got more cautious, certainly, because who knew what was going to happen? We definitely got concerned, and we stayed away from high-end stuff for sure. So we got more cautious, but we didn't stop buying, and I'm glad we didn't, because now all the things that we continued to buy, we're selling in the height of the market right now, and we're killing it. It's been really, really good for us.
Mm-hmm. So what's your sweet spot right now? If you're looking for, obviously inventory is super low. I did a CMA the other day, just looking in a small area, and it was like the average days on the market was like 7 days in this particular area. I was like, that's ridiculous. Yeah. But so inventory is low, obviously. But what's your sweet spot right now that you're looking for when you're looking for these investment properties? What are you looking for? Obviously you're flipping them, but is it based on the rental market that you're looking at? Is it based on the purchase price? Is it based on the after repair value? What are you guys looking at right now?
Gosh, we
basically
really
after repair value, just work backwards from that. What were you gonna say, Deborah?
No, I was just gonna say we don't discriminate when it comes to making money. So anything that makes sense that we can flip and turn. So we'll buy something that doesn't need a lot of work, and we call it wholetailing it, just going in. You say carpet and paint, but just like flooring and paint, just basically maybe some countertops, something like that. But we'll also take it down to one wall, add complete square footage, add an ADU, do big $350,000 renovations.
We're in the business of money.
Yeah, we'll do anything. And we've done very expensive $2 million projects, and we've done the manufactured homes, $100,000 manufactured homes. So we really, we have a wide gamut, which allows us to have 17 projects because we work with other investors too. So it keeps us really busy. We diversify that way. We don't keep. A lot of investors have their little pocket that they work in. They stay within their gamut that they work in, and our grouping of what we work with is wider. So we get more creative.
Well, let's talk about that. 17 deals or 17 projects underway. That's a huge feat. When you talk to a normal agent, they're going to close, especially here in San Diego, maybe, 10 deals at the most. And that's really good for you to be doing 10 deals as an agent here in California. You got 17 under contract right now. How do you manage that? Tell me a little bit about, managing on the day-to-day. Tell me a little bit about finding the financing and keeping track. Every single one of those projects, there's something going on. And if you've ever opened a wall in any flip, anything can happen at that point. How are you managing 17 at one time?
Yeah, so we don't do them all completely on our own. So we partner with other investors. And so we work with other teams. We joint venture with other teams. So we've worked with other investors like Brian Daly. You probably know Brian Daly, the San Diego home buyer. We work with him often. We work with there's several investors that we work with on the regular that we partner together and work together on things. And so there's other people in place that can help manage. We can't do that many projects completely on our own. That sounds
like you got some systems in place.
We do. Right? And we have a whole team. We have several contractors. We have South County contractors, North County contractors. We have Tamara. We have myself. We have 2 assistants. We have designers. We have a whole team of people that we work with. So we keep really busy and always working hard. Hey, Eric.
Super shout out to Eric Gilman. He's part of our just a shout out to Eric. He's the Cutco guy that you need to go to for all your closings. Just a big shout out.
Oh my God, I love my Cutco, by the way.
Love it, right?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you guys know, but he is the Batman in our 5 a.m. club. So we have a 5 a.m. club called the Justice League. And so there's a group of us. It started off with a very few, but now we're about, what would we say, James, like 8, 9 of us that wake up every morning?
Well,
something like that.
At least, yeah, 8, 9, sometimes as much as 12.
But the guy inspires you. Yeah, you're not joining us. All right, fair enough. Yeah, we know what our limits are, right? That's fine.
I am not a morning person. I am a roll out of bed, say 9 o'clock kind of girl.
It is what it is. You know what? Well, okay. So speaking of, our own individual characteristics, right? You guys are all family working together. I know what it's like to work with the family member. The guys here all the time.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, exactly. Right. And we have a pretty good working dynamic, right? Where I'm very overview when it comes to business. I got an idea. We should implement this. And he breaks real quick. He's like, yo, that's a great idea. There are 10 steps that we need to take advantage of to make sure that this happens. So I know what it's like to work with somebody who has different personality types that you're related to. What's that experience been like for you? And before Deborah starts talking, I want to know Tamara's experience first.
It's good. We all get along really well, and we laugh and joke with each other. And our relationship, at the end of the day, we're best friends. So it works really well for us.
Even seeing your son every day, working with Wes every day.
He's the best.
Not bad. Come on.
Yeah, he's the best. Yeah, we have fun. It's great. It
doesn't feel like a job, that's for sure.
Our other sister is our assistant. So we talk to her every day too. There's 3 girls. We all grew up together and we're literally best friends, all 3 of us. And we work together. Like our livelihood of our families are completely reliant on the 3 of us working together every day. the coolest thing in the entire universe.
All right, let me ask the male in this situation. Now, growing up, mom had to have gotten on your case for a bunch of stuff, right? You didn't clean your room, or are you doing your own laundry, or whatever it is. Now you're all grown up.
What are you talking about? He was the perfect child.
The perfect child. Oh, I'm sorry. Because we're live, we got to say that, right? We got to say that. So working with mom now is a whole different dynamic. Now you're dependent on other things. She's not telling you, I don't know, maybe she is still telling you to do your laundry. I have no idea. But what's it like working with mom and in a professional setting versus growing up with mom, in a household?
Yeah, I mean, growing up with my mom, I mean, she was my friend. It wasn't like I was being punished or anything. She was teaching me how to clean my room rather than punishing me for it. So it's more like we've been kind of working together this whole time, and working in real estate. It's kind of like it doesn't feel like one person is more superior than the other. It just kind of still feels like a team effort.
I believed in you for a long time, okay?
Aww.
There you go.
Well, she had him young. She got married really young. I mean, look at her. Look at how young she looks. I mean, she's 5 years older than me, and I look like 20 years older than her. But, shh, don't tell anybody. But she looks so young, doesn't she? But she had him young, so they're really close. They get along really well. So it's, I mean, I don't know, we were raised by my mom raised us to be really close and to get along.
That's definitely a good thing. So let me ask the question. You guys have been doing some family stuff. Everything is going well. Have you had to go through any tough times as a family in when it comes to business?
Yeah. Can I tell him about when you left me, Wes?
Yes, well, please do. To be fair,
we had a little bit of a slowdown for a little bit, and Wes decided he was going to open a different business, and so he left me for a little bit, and that didn't go his way. It didn't work out, and he came back to me, and so I missed him incredibly, and my business wasn't as good. We are fired together. We do tremendously better, and that's what I was on your podcast another time with another business associate at the time, when I wasn't working with Wes for a little bit, and just trying other things, and that didn't work out. When Wes and I together as business partners are fire.
They rock.
Yeah.
Two of them together.
Just a little bit.
Hey, Wes, just so you know, I've had both ends of the family tree there. James did ditch me when he was when we started our first business, and he joined the Navy, took off for like 8 years. So that happened, right? But also, one of the main reasons I got my real estate license is because my aunt was a real estate agent up in LA, and she was doing, she was crushing it over there, and she kept, telling me like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. We were flipping at the time. I was like, all right, fine, I'll get my license so I can keep my commission. That was the whole idea behind getting my license. So, but she's been a motivating. Yeah, but she's been a motivating factor in my professional career too. She's the reason why I got into taxes. She's the reason why I got into real estate. She's been one of those instrumental pieces of my life to push me in that direction. So Wes, now you're in it. Now you've been doing it for a while. Any regrets or any lessons or anything you would tell somebody who's just getting started or maybe even working with family?
Yeah, don't try something else. Stay with it.
You're scoring points. That's what's going on here, right? You're trying to score points. I got to go home for dinner. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, me and Deborah, we crush it together. I mean, we complement each other in the business setting, and we kind of know exactly what each other's roles are, so we can make sure that each transaction goes super smooth and everyone's happy, and most of all, the seller getting the cash that they need, because that's usually the case.
Mm-hmm. All right.
They do, and I enjoy watching the two of them together. They complement each other really well.
So Wes is the king of acquisitions. Wes is the greatest at relationship building and finding fixers, and just, oh my gosh, he's my acquisition king. Like, there's nothing but king. Like, he needs a crown.
Royalty.
Huh?
Royalty,
for sure. And then so he does the front side of the fixers and I do the back side of the fixers and list them. And then together we both do traditional real estate as well. So we flip, we buy, sell the flips, and then we do traditional real estate as well. And so, Wes, I think you're at 30 sales for the year, and I'm at like 49 for the year so far. And
though, I mean, the ones that we get off market, I think I got like 20 more off market that's not on the MLS, but yeah.
Quite a few.
Yeah,
Right,
we
so
keep pretty busy. We keep pretty busy, but it's good stuff. We really, the biggest part of what we do is we really enjoy it. It's like passion for us. I literally don't work anymore. I used to work. I used to own hearing aid clinics, and I had a really good career doing that. I didn't hate it at all. I did really well financially, but it wasn't my passion. And then when I got ill, I had to stop that for a while. And I'm glad that happened to me, because I don't look backwards, because the transition into real estate was freaking the best thing that ever happened to me.
Well, okay, so let's talk about the whole team thing, right? And having it as a business. You had the hearing aid clinics for a while. You transition over here. One of the things I know that happens, and it's not spoken about a lot in the real estate space, is agents get pressured to create massive teams, to grow teams, and all that is well and good if it's done correctly. But what often happens is the teams tend to grow too rapidly, and they end up showing very little profit. The profit margins are low. Yeah, everybody boasts about the number of deals that they close and the total gross sales that they do. But when it comes down to it, the bottom line is the bottom line. It's the profitability that your company has. How have you guys been able to maintain a profit margin for your company, even though you're adding, you have your family teams, you have your own lifestyles? How are you able to balance that sort of stuff?
So the team thing's funny. I'm actually on a team. I'm on a separate team. We don't have a team. I started back in the day, we were going to run a team, and that is for the birds. That's way too much work. Anyways, that's a whole separate conversation. But I'm on a team. I'm on Dean Aguilar's team, Dean Aguilar Group. Whoop, whoop.
Crushing it, by the way. Big shout out to Dean. If you guys don't, but let me cut you off here for a second. If you guys aren't following Dean on Instagram and following him with Sharon, like, they're putting out so much valuable content, so much valuable information. It's great for content creation and just blowing up. So big shout out to your leader over there, Dean Aguilar and Aphrodite. They're doing some tremendous things.
Dean and Aphrodite are the bomb. They're just so wonderful. Speaking of Aphrodite, she is, we're both top 1% of San Diego, but my business niche is so different than hers. And she has taught me so much. Oh my gosh, the woman is a wealth of knowledge. She's amazing. But I'm on the Dean Aguilar Group team. And I'm on it because I love the team. I'm enjoying it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So don't have to be on a team, but I want to, and I enjoy it very, very much.
What benefits are you getting from being on a team? Especially you can continue talking about what Dean does out there, but a lot of his training materials and how he implements those types of different strategies and how he shares those with his team. How's that helped you in growing your company?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a lot of the training that comes from Dean and Aphrodite, just kind of, connecting with people that are strong, like-minded individuals, it does help you grow always. And then having the camaraderie of the team just really helps me. It motivates me. It keeps me passionate every day.
And then how about on a side note, Wes, Tamara, how are you guys benefiting from Deborah being on that team? Is there any insight that you can give me from seeing what she does outside of there, or maybe on your team, Wes?
Go ahead, Wes.
It makes her happy.
That's for sure.
No, she likes the team setting. She likes helping people probably more than other people helping her. So I think that gives her a sense of joy to, help out the rest of the team and kind of be like the mama bear that she is. So I'm happy that she's happy on the team.
Mama bear.
I mean, I don't need to be on a team. I'm all good, but I mean, if you want to be on a team,
more power for you. He's like, I already tried the solo route. I'm good. You are my team.
Yeah.
You are my team.
Yes, I am his team.
That's all I need.
We're his tribe.
Exactly. All right. So what's the plan for the future here? I don't know how long this hot market's going to last. I don't know. I don't have a magic crystal ball to tell you pretty much anything. However, I do know that most businesses have a specific plan that they're shooting towards. What's your goal? What are you trying to achieve here in the next few years?
Wow, good question. Do you want to answer that, Wes, or you want me to?
Run it.
Okay. Well, just to keep going what we're doing, basically, get more efficient. Every day we try to work on our efficiency, just to be more and more efficient, working on our systems. The future for us is to grow into multifamily. That's where we're going to be. And having a little bit more of a portfolio, I want to hold some of our projects in our entity. So eventually we're going to keep some of what we're flipping. We're going to flip them to ourselves.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Because, let's face it, there's a lot of money to be made in real estate. I love having a commission check. It is probably one of the greatest feelings in the world when a deal closes, especially if it's a crazy one, right? And it's like you're working on a contingency of some sort, or hiccups here and there, like they never happen in real estate, right? But when you finally close, it's always a great deal. And there's a lot of people who make a lot of money in real estate. But in the real estate space, as agents, we forget to do some of the simple things like pay our taxes, like put money away for our future, right? And our future investments. And we spend all our time dealing with today and enjoying today that we don't really think about that future. Right. So when you get into that mindset of getting the multiple doors, having those apartment complexes, do you have your eye on something specific? Are you looking to develop a cash flow stream? Are you looking to hold a certain amount of doors? Is there anything specific that you're shooting for in your future?
Just the cash flow stream to cover my basic necessities in life. All of the investors that we work with that are what I would consider wealthy investors, not just, there's a difference between having a lot of money and being wealthy. Mm-hmm. So 100%. Those that are wealthy, that have almost endless supply of money, they have a lot of cash flow investments that just continuously have money that are managed for them and just flow the cash for them, where they don't have to work. They still flip houses because they want to, and they enjoy it, and they enjoy the continuous cash flow as well. But their cash flowing properties pay all their bills and then some. So that's really my goal, is to get there, and I'm working on it slowly, but I think that's where we as a company want to get, Wes, right? Is
for sure
get where we have some wealth built up there, and we're getting there slowly, one at a time.
So Robert Kiyosaki defines wealth as the number of days you can move forward without anyone physically working in your home. So he uses the example. He's like, if I have $3,000 in savings and my expenses are $1,000 a month, I have 3 months worth of wealth, right? I'm 3 months wealthy. And so what you're describing is that unlimited wealth. And it's funny that you say that, because I know my background is in taxes, and I would sit down with clients that make $250,000 a year, $300,000 a year, but they're just as broke as the other guy I'm doing his taxes. He makes $50,000 a year. His broke looks different, right? His broke looks it looks like a fancier house and a nicer car, but it's still paycheck to paycheck. And the fact that you're going after that cash flow game, because that's really what it comes down to. When we talk about retirement, we have that same argument. Retirement is not an age problem; it's a cash flow problem. As soon as you figure out the cash flow problem, you're set. And when it comes to the the wealthy continuing to do stuff, I think that comes down to purpose. And I think that's what I see in you guys is you have a purpose, right? We need to, as human beings, wake up every day and have something that we want to do. Whether we wake up at 5 a.m. or roll out of bed at 9, it doesn't really matter. It's what happens when we get up, right? When we finally do get up, what are we doing with our day? If we don't have a purpose, that's when we die. That's when we slowly either decay ourselves or fall into manic depressions or whatever it is.
Absolutely.
No matter what your purpose is, whether it's to help or make a profit or whatever, as long as that's your guiding principle, this is what you're doing every day, it's fun. And it sounds like you guys are having fun.
We're having a great time. We definitely have a purpose every day.
All right. Any last minute stuff that you guys want to share? How about I drop in the Instagrams real quick to make sure that our listeners know that they can follow you, because I'm sure that you guys are going to drop some information in your social media when it comes to listings that you might have, when it comes to investment opportunities. So tell me a little bit about what we can find on your social media platforms.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at Deborah.See.CalCalMom. But honestly, I'm more on Facebook, just Deborah See on Facebook. And I do post listings on Facebook and just things that are happening. To be honest, I'm not as good on social media as I should be, but I would love for people to reach out. I'm very social when it comes to on the phone. If anybody wants to reach out or call me, can I give my phone number?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. My phone number is 760-715-4295. That's 760-715-4295. If anybody has a fixer that you have somebody that needs to sell quickly, or any type of situation that you need to sell as is, a fixer, we totally want to see it, and we're totally interested. If somebody needs to buy or sell, I would love to talk with them. We can crush it either direction.
Wes, how you doing on social media? Now, I'm gonna tell you this. Dean heard you say that you're not doing really well on social media, so I'm just gonna lay that out there right now. He heard you. Dean heard you say you're not well on social media. That's not something you should be. The Dean Aguilar team and not good on social media do not mix. Just throwing that out there.
I post more. I post like pictures of my family and stuff, but I think I need to definitely be on Facebook more and kind of put coming soons and kind of follow Deborah's lead on that, because she crushes it on Facebook. She gets deals off there. She finds clients. So I definitely need to step my game up in the Facebook world for sure.
I know. Facebook is for those older people. That's what my younger kids tell me. I don't need a Facebook. That's for the old people. I'm like, you better be nice, dude, because you're gonna grow up in a little while, and guess where you're gonna be? On Facebook. Right? That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be on Facebook. It's okay.
The ones that can afford to buy a house. Come on.
Exactly. It's not where the old people hang out. It's where the real people hang out. Where you at? Just kidding. All right, guys. Hey, I had a blast having you guys on the show today. Thanks for coming on and having, just being open and throwing little zingers at each other. But you can tell that you guys are a great, loving family. You guys work well as a team, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gents, just a reminder, it is SHIT So Happy It's Thursday, and check out all our subscribe to check out the show so you guys can check it out live. Make sure you can leave comments, and check us out on YouTube at Business Bros Pod. That's all we got for you guys today. Peace.
Bye-bye.
And we're out.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Business Bros Podcast. Are you looking to get more clients or to increase your income? Hernan, the business bro, can help you generate referrals through the power of podcasting. And James, the insurance bro with Pipeline Insurance, can help you effectively add insurance to your existing business. If you are ready to create wealth today and generational wealth for tomorrow, email businessbros@seeusfirst.com to schedule a free consultation, or join the Business Bros Network, www.businessbros.biz.